if you run in the Xfinity series, you're going to make anywhere between $250,000 to $400,000 a year. Not very much, because remember, you're an independent contractor. Out of that $250,000 to $400,000 that you make, you gotta show that team that you have your own disability, workman's comp, because you're going to get paid all your money. It's going to be up to you to take out your own taxes and buy your own insurance. These race teams, these Xfinity teams, they do nothing for you. All you get to do is drive the car. They're going to give you a gross check, and you end up making it net and paying, all your Social Security. You do all that yourself. You have your CPA, your accountant do all that. So Kenny Wallace Racing Incorporated, I get a check, and I got to do it all, right? So I got to have a CPA accountant, got to have my disability, my workman's comp, pay my taxes. So anyway, $250,000 to $400,000, you're living a dream. You're hoping to make it to the Cup Series. All right, here we go. We're going to skip the trucks because I don't know too much about them. We're going to go right to the Cup Series. In the Cup Series, now this is where you make a living. You're going to make anywhere between $750,000 up to $8 million. Okay, now I do know 3 drivers that make $7 or $8 million. So Chase Elliott makes about $7 million. We know that Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch make about $8 million. So it's very easy to find out. The drivers that have their own sponsorship, like FedEx, wow, he's got a real sponsor. I'm going to tell you what, don't let Eric Almirola will fool you. Smithfield, that's his sponsor. They like him. Any car that's got a consistent sponsor, those are gonna make the money. Or you got to be a Kyle Busch or a Kyle Larson. Okay, if you have natural talent and you know you're gonna win, they're gonna find the money to keep you. Okay, so let's go with Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott makes $7 million a year. Okay, that's what he's gonna make. That is a base salary. They're gonna pay you every month. Excuse me. You're gonna get a check, $7 million. What is he gonna get? About $800,000 a month. You do the math. So now here's the deal. Chase could have easily made $11 million, but he got hurt, right? Then he got suspended. So Chase still gonna make $7 million, gonna make a little more depending how his year ends up. Does he win a race? That's the difference between 7 and 11. You go, well, once you get up into those figures, then yes, it is. It's still a big deal. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $4 million. Him breaking that leg, and when they say, oh, you should be able to do whatever you want to do. Well, I get that. But, Chase breaking I love Chase. Good friend of mine, good guy. I always throw that in there so you know. I talk to Chase. I like him. But $4 million on the line breaking that leg. Now, he's got disability insurance. That does cover anything in life. But if you buy disability insurance, sometimes they want a list. Was skiing on his disability insurance? Was it? He says sometimes if that is not on that list, so when you get disability insurance, they go, tell us where you're running. If it's not on that list, you don't get that money. Okay, so hopefully I broke down and de-bullshit a lot. The World of Outlaw Late Models was something that I really wanted to get into because although we love it, I love it, but some people just don't get it, okay? It is a vagabond lifestyle. Those guys are in those toter homes. Yes, they're $1 million, $2 million, but those guys smell like ass. They're guys all piled in that damn thing. I've seen them, like, get me out of here. After 2 days, it's like, ugh, they use this, it's nasty. So, okay, you think it's awesome, we'll go do it. And you won't do it because nobody hardly does do it. They get on the road for about 3 days in the middle of the summer and like, oh man, this was a blast, but I'm going back home. So I think I've told you everything except where did I make all my money? If I'm going to tell everybody the taboo subject, I guess I've got to tell you where I made my money. So I'm going to be very honest with you. So when I raced in the NASCAR Cup Series, I made very good money. I give motivational speeches. I do a lot of things, right? I'm a mover and shaker. I made good money, and I got into real estate. I took that NASCAR money and I bought a lot of real estate. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what kind of real estate, but I bought real estate. And then I decided that Kim and myself wanted to move back to St. Louis. And all my real estate was in North Carolina. Now, I've told this to Michael Rigsby. Okay, I think that's Dirt on Dirt, whatever his podcast is there. This story has been told. It's not a taboo story. When we decided to move back here, I took all that money that I had in real estate and I sold it. And I sold it to a very famous race car driver, okay? And I had already saved some money. But I took that money and I found a really good investor on the north side of Chicago. One day, if you corner me, I'll tell you who he is. But this guy's very good. He's the real deal. And I cashed out. I sold all my real estate, right? And I invested in the stock market. And guess what happened? Remember when Bill Elliott said it's all about timing and circumstances? Donald Trump became your president, and the stock market went from 19 to where it's at today, 34,000. So I put my money in at 19, and it's at 34. That's one of the biggest gains you'll ever see in the history of the stock market. I got very lucky. Timing and circumstances, all right? That's where I made my money, not in racing. So you take your money. If you watch the Kenny conversation with Joey Logano, all right, you got to do it the real way, all right? That's what I tell Gordy Gundaker, his family. Gundaker Better Homes and Gardens right here. Gundaker Realtors, all right? Realtors, realty, land. That's where it's at. Nick Hoffman, very proud of him. He has a chassis company. If you think you're going to make a living doing this, this is what we love to do. You're not going to make a living doing this. So when I had to buy 3 motors for this at $30,000 a pop, all right. I hope I explained everything to you. Drop your comments right here. Go ahead and go at it with me because I know I'm a dumbass and you know everything. And remember, that was a totality of everything. Not your guy at your place, okay? We all know the bottom line is this. A good dirt super late model racer might make $40,000 a year. If he has a year of his life, he's going to make about $160, all right? And if you're Jonathan Davenport, you struck gold. All right, everybody. Well, remember, we're in podcast form. Tune into iTunes, Spotify. Please like and subscribe here. We're having fun. And hopefully you liked our view. We're at 108 wins now. 108 dirt wins. So we keep the trophies up here. We keep the trophies up here to remind people. The reason I don't give my trophies away is because it's a good backdrop. I tell my friends, put your trophies behind you so people don't jack with you.